You can't say nothing, but I'm a king of the land. Rising from the stairs, I meet you on the same day. Drinking a tree, we got fish in my seat. I need your fucking money. Go on me.
What's up, guys? This is Sidnie from the Kaya, and you're watching Bridging the Gap. We are hanging out at Surrounded by the Sound, a music and arts festival. I'm chilling with Saltwater Slide. What's up, dudes? How we doing?
Thank you, Kaya Media.
No, thank you guys, dude. It's been a magical weekend,
Right.
to say the least.
Absolutely.
You know, how's your guys' time been so far?
Unreal.
Getting in trouble yet?
Oh my God.
It's early.
We hope, we hope not.
Tonight would be the night. Saturday nights usually.
Right, that's
it's
right,
when
yeah.
things get a little rowdy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right on schedule. Yeah.
We're like, after the interview, then we'll go cause some trouble.
There we go. That's called being responsible. Moral of the story.
Right.
So let's go ahead. Anyone who may, be unfamiliar with you guys in the Kai fam, just kind of state who you are, what you guys do.
I'm Vincent. I play keyboards and rap a little.
Cool. I can dabble.
And that's for real though. I'm Jesse. I sing and play guitar.
Sweet.
And didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo. No, that's me.
Edson Martinez, I play bass.
And I'm Alex Roca, I play the drums.
All right, y'all. Band's origin story. Let's hear it. What we got?
Sorry. Well, we met on Craigslist pretty much. Jesse and I met on Craigslist and we jammed around a little, and then we met our bass player here, Edson, and we jammed, and then we went to an open mic that Alex was hosting, and then he became our drummer.
Stars were aligned.
He straight up said, "You need a drummer."
Yeah, that's what he
I
told
can
us.
do that.
Yeah, we were
for
like
you.
playing his open mic. He's all, "Y'all need a drummer," and we're like,
Like, well, I'll
yes.
be darned.
Are you him?
Yeah. You're exactly who we've been waiting on.
Yeah, exactly.
They
It's
told
all-
us you would come.
Exactly. Stars have aligned.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much online dating, and then getting out and hitting your local open mic.
Yeah,
Open mic, that's how
networking,
you
getting
do it,
around,
you know?
jamming, meeting people.
Yep.
How'd you guys come up with the name?
Man, I woke up from a really crazy vivid dream in the morning, and Saltwater Slide popped in, and I approached the band with it, and we had like 30 different names that we were
There are a lot
like
of
kind of
them.
tossing up, and then that one is
Took
the
a
one
vote.
that got sticky enough that it stayed
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I like it though. It's catchy. It's
It
fun.
means something.
It does mean something, some of us from the West Coast. He grew up in the Long Beach area. I'm from Washington State, and I grew up surfing, and saltwater slide is the act of riding a wave. It's a saltwater slide.
It's a
you know what I mean?
saltwater
slide.
So that's kinda nice.
Anything. If you on a wave, you'd be body surfing, boogie boarding,
Uh-huh.
whatever you're doing, you're saltwater sliding.
Dang right.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. That's rad. So what kind of musical influences, individually have you guys, been
What
fortunate
you-
enough to be inspired by?
Alex,
I'll be honest, before playing with this band, I didn't really even play reggae. And I listened to some reggae, but it was getting into this band, and my vocabulary just grew so much. And,
Yeah,
and
the
when it
community,
comes
the-
to, yes,
big.
absolutely.
Totally.
But I guess in the aspect of like kind of a cool modern twist to it, I really like the Skints a lot. They have a
Sweet.
really cool wide spectrum of what they play.
Oh yeah.
And the Expanders.
Cool.
Yeah,
Expanders
those are
are
my
fun.
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, we really like
There I
those
can
guys.
go all day long.
What you got, E-Man?
Well, I'm from Mexico City, so I got a lot of Latin American influence on me. As far as reggae, the Fabulosos Cadillacs from Argentina is just key for me to get on the groove of reggae and all this stuff. And also I play a lot of metal, back in the day, so it kind of like shows a lot into the music.
Yeah,
that we play now.
it gives a really
A little-
diverse,
yeah, real diverse,
feel.
yeah,
Drops.
that's basically. That's
I
it.
like that. No, just because that the base is you guys holding it together. It's the skeleton, the backbone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you kind of get the freedom to make
Yeah,
that
this
your
guy
own
is a
way.
magnificent drummer, so it's really easy to just do group drum.
This is a backbone.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you guys seem to communicate really well. I know playing music is always like an unspoken language when you're
Oh,
on
yeah.
stage, which is always cool.
Well, with the DBDD, remember the
Remember
Yeah, that one. That one
Hey,
thing
man,
you did
remember
that
I
one
went
time.
da 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 boop boop bop Da?
You're like, no, but I thought that was the one that went da 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 da.
That's so standard. Yeah, no doubt. You know, that's a really tricky question for me, man. I really don't know how to answer that. But I mean, I really enjoy like old school, like Police is really huge. For
They're
me.
a reggae
Like,
band.
I mean, a lot of people don't realize that, but if you listen to some Police, you're gonna hear reggae. There's reggae like for real, you know. But I grew up in the area of, you know, this your old greats, your Sublimes, and all that stuff like that. You know, those are standard, you know. But a lot of the stuff that's coming out right now with this American reggae movement is really like influencing me more now than some of the older stuff. So
It's good, it's vast,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and it's always
It's crazy,
changing
yeah.
and kind of evolving, you know. Each band's able to kind of, you know, rub off, you know, and jam with each other and kind of
Yeah.
give everyone a different spin.
Absolutely.
I think that's a really cool, you know, thing to see, you know, especially, you know, it's Surrounded where
Oh,
there's
yeah.
so many artists.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
some-
Yeah.
Man, influence. I grew up in Southern Cali, so it's like reggae, rock reggae, anything that have to do with if you're chucking and you're one dropping, everyone's doing it in
Yeah.
SoCal, you know. So like, I mean, like I grew up on like Josh Heinrichs and like Pinto and like, you know, these guys that are still playing, you know, and like just. So, you know, that's what I listen to. Like, I remember listening to Revolution play a free show in Hermosa Beach. Like,
Sweet.
I remember seeing
Wow.
Revolution open for the Expendables. Like, it was like, it's just,
Yeah.
you know, like just so many, like,
It's great to see everyone kind of grow.
yeah,
you
grow,
know,
exactly.
And
like,
kind
then
of
like
journey.
we started a band, and now like we're playing with like our favorite bands. Like I've been listening to these bands for like ever, and now we're like opening
Be like
up for them. I'm
surreal
like,
about
oh my
that.
god, like,
That's the thing. I think we're still trying to wrap our head around like where we're at. I don't think we actually realize it. Like, you know, like what's
Well, it's
happening. Like,
pinch me, you
yeah,
know,
I know. It's like,
moment.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
yeah. It's
like, dude, we're playing with my favorite artist.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like-
But I mean, we've been in a band for for about
2.5
years now, and just what we've done, like accomplished in that amount of time is just insane. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
it's
guys
so
are.
amazing.
You're going. And that's what you
We're
got to
trying.
do. You know, you got to hustle through.
It's a grind, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a- but it's so much fun, you know.
But
what I
it
mean? Like,
is,
you
yeah.
can go places surrounded by the sound. I mean,
Right.
come on.
It's
I mean,
it's
so- yeah,
it's
some
just
of
a
us-
vacation oasis.
Right.
you
Some
know?
of us in our little group have never even been to this side of the states.
Yeah.
You know, so like, people, we're stoked. You know, we're like,
Yeah.
man, the music brought us over here. Like,
Yeah,
just
it's like a
you
conveyor
know, like,
belt
yeah.
to enjoy things and experience things we wouldn't probably maybe have never done if
Yeah.
it wasn't for us being
Yep.
playing music,
Playing music,
and
yeah.
doing this passion of love
Yeah.
and spreading this light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unreal.
It's all about getting to be here, getting to meet people, and getting to talk,
Oh, yeah.
and share, you know, experiences, and,
Yeah.
and collaborate.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
artistically, no matter what avenue
Oh,
that might
yes.
be. So what do you have a writing process you guys have, or like a special place that you guys like to jam or write, or how's that go?
We got a
we-
special place.
We totally have a jam room that we're
Building.
We're building.
We're building, yeah. It's
Like,
a
in
progress.
like 1,000 square
Yeah,
feet. We already framed
it's
it. and
jammable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, what's the square footage on this?
1,000?
No, it's
Nine-
about 700 square feet.
Oh, 700?
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's real
we
close to
built
1,000.
this room.
Round
Go
up.
at that.
Yeah,
Sounds
we built this room in it that's huge, you know, and it's gonna be like just awesome, enough space in our little area to park a van. It's just, that's our area, you know. And then with writing music, it's like everybody will bring different things. Like Jesse and I might write a poem and not have a chord progression, and Edson will have a chord progression.
He's good at that.
And we'll all
Edson's really
just
good at that.
we'll all just hang out and jam.
Bash
Like our
it,
thing
yeah.
is like, what do you got? I got this chord progression. Okay, I don't have lyrics. Let's just jam in and see what's up. Or hey, I have lyrics. I don't have a chord progression. You know.
Right,
Or,
so let's
or-
see where you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure,
Or we'll just
jamming.
sit in the room and like, you pick a chord progression. What do you got?
Yeah,
And
let's mix it
yeah,
up, like
and
turn on
everybody- yeah,
shuffle, you know?
Exactly. And just go for
Yeah,
it.
we jam a lot. You know,
Yeah.
we're like and in the room. We just can jam for like 30 minutes nonstop. And like,
Yeah.
do you remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Remember that?
You go through, you're like, what's
We're-
that one thing that you played?
Yeah,
Like,
We're
exactly,
really, we're
yeah.
really big on like, even before like, okay, we know, okay, we have a show, we need to practice. But even like before we're like, okay, we're practicing this set, we'll go in and switch instruments. I play,
Oh, yeah,
I
we
play
love
drums.
that.
He'll get on keyboard, he'll get on guitar, he'll get on bass, and then we'll switch again. We'll just so that we can know what each other feels in those shoes.
Right, yeah.
You know, like, okay, you know, now you know what person's dealing with.
You
know,
make a valid
yeah.
point. You make a valid point, and I think that helps us out a lot. And I mean, more recently than ever, just the writing process and what everybody's like so like in to writing these new songs and stuff, and the music has taken a turn, and it's so much better than when we first started.
It's
Yeah.
evolved
Right.
a
It's
lot.
evolved so
like-
much, and now it just
definitely
feels
grown.
so good to hear like it's not an individual thing.
Yeah,
it's
it's fun.
everybody, and you get to hear what is happening inside somebody else's brain.
Yeah.
It blows your
And
mind.
it translates into like a musical
Yeah.
vibration, ripples of divinity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
no.
that's what's up. And
Vibrations in the air.
That's
Yeah.
it. I mean,
It
it's just
is.
sounds. It's wiggly air.
Yeah,
wiggly
that's the
air.
truest way to put it. That is what sound is. And
Sound is wiggly air.
and we're surrounded by it, you know,
we're
this
surrounded
weekend.
by it.
So there we go.
That's how you bring it around town right there.
So
Yes.
righteous.
There's
So
a
righteous.
Yes,
Boom.
dude.
One love.
Sweet.
Yes.
All right, so you got any funny stories, crazy stories, good,
Oh, man,
proud,
those-
memorable moments?
Yeah, but we're gonna leave the tour
Maybe
band
we
out
should,
of it.
yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I think a memorable moment is we recently in June did
Beach
we called it
cleanup.
a Texas Reggae Beach Cleanup. We invited about 9 Texas reggae bands to come play, and we cleaned up the beach on Corpus Christi, Padre Island.
Oh, wow.
And we picked up we filled up a trailer worth
It
of
was
trash.
almost 2 tons of
like
trash.
a lot of trash.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then we had this huge show, and it was awesome.
It
So
was,
much
yeah.
support, and people were it was stoked, and the reason why we're proud of it is because we organized it ourselves. We ran the sound ourselves. We booked the bands ourselves. We
Big
did
up to Alex
everything.
Roca for
This
that.
is
That guy
Yeah.
did more work than anybody
Yeah.
should be allowed.
Marty
to do.
over there
Yeah.
too.
Mario
Mario
over
over
there,
there too.
that in
Yeah.
here,
Marty
but he's
over there.
there.
Yes.
Reverb.
Yeah.
But it was just really
Studio
cool
San
to
Antonio,
see
Texas.
us being able to accomplish something like that.
Yeah.
You know, that was more like
That's no
okay,
small,
we are
thing,
getting
yeah.
somewhere, and we can bring people together and for a good cause.
For such an
literally,
incredible reason,
3
yeah.
days of camping on the beach is a lot to ask for anybody. You know, you got
Right,
sand
but
everywhere.
the impact that you
Yeah.
ultimately
And
were
more
able to
important.
make, in that one little area, for that one weekend,
Yeah.
I mean,
You can definitely you can see the high tide line where we walked in
Yeah.
and walked out. It's still clean to this day. Some people say that it's cleaner than it's ever been.
Yes.
We
And
showed
also
up-
inspiring other cleanups, because we got the friends for
Right.
Galveston.
Gets the ball moving.
Yeah, like we're gonna do another cleanup, so inspire people to do the same thing. So that's
should.
And we did that on the Guadalupe River.
Yeah,
we
did.
did a reggae
river
reggae
cleanup,
river
yeah.
cleanup.
nice.
You got the shirt? No, you don't.
No.
You don't have the shirt. Bummer.
And we cleaned up the river. We took so many cans out of that
Oh.
water. It was
Yeah.
unreal.
Another thing too is we have an adopted street in San Antonio that we clean up about once every 2 months. It's about a mile, maybe a little less than a mile.
About a mile each way.
Yeah,
No.
and
Mulberry.
we have an adopted spot.
Right next
Wow.
to the zoo,
Yeah.
San Antonio Zoo,
Yeah.
downtown.
Mulberry
Yeah.
between Broadway and North St. Mary's.
Yeah.
That's Saltwater
That's-
Slide
that's
Street,
Saltwater
and
Slide
it's,
Street.
and it's pristine.
It's got
Yes.
a little
Yeah.
sign and everything. So if you find that sign,
That's so cute. Take a
Tag-
picture.
tag-
Yes.
yeah.
Tag it.
and we'll send you
Yeah.
a T-shirt.
Let's say
Yes,
And
dude.
come clean it up too. And
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
have a
Yeah.
barbecue after. And,
Show a
you
piece of
with-
trash, that you
with
picked up.
beer.
Well, that's incredible because that's just something so imperative about this community and reggae music,
yeah.
that we're able to, all collectively come together and then give back, this
Positive,
earth that
yeah.
we're, granted to live on, I think it's important and, our responsibility
It's
to,
our responsibility.
to take
we-
that. So
we
you guys
actually-
give it a platform. That's
yeah.
amazing.
We actually call our reggae conscious reggae rock.
Yeah, that's how we
because
would
all of our
genre.
songs are about being a better person. We actually have a song about picking up trash on the beach.
Yeah, it's called
Yes.
Debris on the Beach.
Yeah.
There you go.
All of our songs are conscious, we're very involved. We're trying to walk the talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So-
And I mean that sets the tone for,
Exactly.
fans to come after you.
Yeah.
New musicians,
Yeah.
seeing you guys, that maybe, they're just showing up to this festival, seeing this for the first time, and you spark that light in them, and then they can
And it's
move on to
crucial.
prove it.
This is our Mother Earth. I mean, if we're not taking care of that, then none of this is even
It's
worth doing
yeah.
anything. So
We're just a speck of dust,
that's
in
it.
the-
Just
yeah, there it is.
Just
There it
like
goes.
Edson was saying, man, we've gotten people like now. There's a Galveston one going on. Where we picked up now. A bunch of locals have gotten together to pick it up once a month.
it did. It lit the
Now,
fire,
yeah,
and that's
like-
the
That's
awesome
good.
That was
thing.
really
it
cool
did.
to see.
That's the cool thing about it, and we don't feel like someone's stepping on our toes.
No,
all we want
No,
to do is
yeah,
just
the
We just
more,
wanna do
the
more.
more,
Just
yeah.
wanna inspire more.
It's
Yeah.
an invitation,
Yeah.
and
So,
yeah,
That's what
wow.
it's about. Yeah, just it's a movement. Everything that the reggae community or just everything that's happening right now is a movement to better everything, and that's why we're in this music. That's why we're doing what we're doing. It is to push love, push cleanliness and protect this earth, man. I mean, look
Yeah.
where we're at right now.
Dude,
This
it's
is
beautiful.
Beautiful.
This is
Beautiful.
absolutely
Could
an
you
incredible
imagine, like, seeing
weekend.
beer cans every? No.
No, you wouldn't want to be
horrible.
swimming through,
Yeah.
garbage. That's
Absolutely. So-
no one wants that. Fish don't want it,
No.
know. We don't need it.
They can't have it.
No good.
Sometimes it just takes that one person,
and-
to go do
And
it.
it just takes
Absolutely.
a little bit, like it's not even that much effort. Like if everybody just did their little part,
Just
like
their
it
little
wouldn't
piece.
even, yeah.
There's so many of us that
Wouldn't
if
be a
we all,
problem, exactly.
come together,
Yeah.
that's just incredible things can happen,
Absolutely.
Incredible festivals like this
Yeah.
go on, important things, like beach cleanups, they're able to flourish and have a time. So other than, trying to save the world, one beer can at a time, what do you guys do in your off time?
Oh,
man.
shoot.
Yeah?
I love shaping surfboards.
Cool.
And I love taking my son surfing, and I love, carpentry and woodworking. So that's kind of like a passion of mine.
Sweet,
as
yeah,
well.
get your creative outlets,
I
out
have
that way.
to make stuff with my hands, otherwise I'd start getting scared crazy.
Yeah, you're like ready to go.
I'm an environmental biology major, so I mean, I have a lot of time in school recently.
Yeah.
Especially since we started the band. I've been pretty much when we started the band, I started school. So like when we hit 4 years, I'll be done.
Cool. Yeah. the landmark there.
I got my own building company too. That's what I do.
Amazing
Perfect.
Amazing Paint and Tile in San Antonio, Texas. If you
Yeah.
guys need something to
Get
get
some
done,
tile done.
I'll get it done for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Kaya recommended
Oh.
for sure.
I approve it.
Yeah.
And, so that's what I do. That's what pays for the guitars. And
Yeah,
creates
right.
all that.
And he's an amazing dad
Everybody's
too.
got a day job.
Perfect.
Yeah. And shoot, I'm a diehard musician, man. If I'm not playing, I'm normally playing. And
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Thinking about
Yeah.
it, thinking about playing, getting
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
to go play.
Runs open mics,
yeah, I
set up
run
sound
several
in your bar,
events.
What you need.
I run a sound production company, and I do rentals and just everything and anything you can do in the music community to
Yeah, you want to get your
do
hands
what
on
you
it.
do, yeah.
That's rad. I dig that. So what does, this next year looking like? I know literally just recently the new single, so by the time this interview is out, it should be, ready to go.
It's out.
Tell me
It's
about
out.
it, please.
Oh,
Give me
man.
all the deets.
This time, okay, so we actually recorded this song reel to reel, full analog in a studio
Sick.
called
Yeah.
Fifth Street Studios. We were headlining a show in Corpus Christi at House of Rock, and like this guy hit the corner and he's like, "I need some help," and we're like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's like, "I love this girl." And she's in like
Colombia.
Nicaragua.
Colombia.
And
She was
yeah,
Colombian.
yeah, yeah. And I don't speak
Excellent.
Spanish, and we're like, okay, dude. And so he's like, I need to tell her I love her.
No, we all speak a little Spanish.
Yeah,
so-
so Edson starts helping him out. We take his phone, we start recording him, and then come to find out, dude owns a studio, and he's like, have you guys ever recorded in an analog studio? And we're like, no. And he's like, why not? Like,
I guess it never came up.
he's like, well, you guys just got yourself a free day. So we went there and we
Sick.
made this song. And but we're
great.
actually working on our album. It should be out by next year?
Yeah.
I mean, like
Sometime.
Like
like
legit.
winter,
Yeah.
so like February or January, February.
Okay, so not too far, out.
Yeah.
So it's coming.
We're working
It's in
on
the
it.
works. It's in the
We're
works,
working
and
on
it's
it.
sounding so good.
Yes,
I'm so proud of
I'm
us.
antsy. I'm
fun.
so stoked.
We do have an EP out that's on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, all that good stuff.
Oh, thanks.
It's called Standard.
Cool. Live
Six-track
recording.
EP. Yeah, it's a live recording,
okay.
in studio live recording. Yeah, so so we've had that out for what, 2 years now?
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
So that's why we want to get this album out. But we have this single. There's another single coming after in about 2-3 months. We also have dubs coming out. For both those
Cool,
singles.
like, yeah, throughout.
Yeah, so each single comes with a dub.
Yeah,
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
so by the end of September, we should have a dub for This Time, the song that is out on our website and won't be out September 7th and on all multimedia.
Great. Yeah. So it's it's go time.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
if you go to our website, you can get it. Go to our
Oh.
website.
Yeah, go to
Great.
the website. You can listen to it, and you can,
You can download it.
download it right there.
FREE.
And if you're here at Surrounded by the Sound right now, you
Yeah.
can get you a download card.
Oh yeah.
That's where it's free. Right
That
now.
yeah.
Right now.
Do
Right
it.
now, free.
Do it. You should be here already,
Yeah.
right?
If you're not here, why?
Yeah, like
Wait.
You do.
You're not surrounded by the sound. We want to talk to you.
We
You
do.
know
We don't
why.
just sit down.
have a leather couch you can lay down.
We just
Tell
need
me
to talk about
about
your
the
feelings.
problems. Yeah, we got you, bro.
So shout out all social media so all the Kai fam can stay up to date with y'all.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey.
social media. What is it? Saltwaterslide.com is our Facebook is SWS210. Instagram is saltwaterslide210. Yeah, 210 is San Antonio's area code.
Nice.
Woo-woo.
Nice. Well, dudes, thank you guys so much for
Thank
chilling,
you.
you know,
Thank
by this
you
wonderful
guys.
Ferris
Thank
wheel.
you, the
Hanging.
Kaya
Yes.
Media. Thank
You guys
so
are
much.
freaking amazing.
Thank
Please
you so much.
stay up to date with everything. We're going to go ahead, put all the links and everything you need in the description. Go ahead, follow these guys. We got big things coming. Please check
Sounds
out
good.
This Time. Single out now.
Let's get it on 3.
Let's get wet.
Media.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Kai Media!
Kaya out!